There's a few people on the way around. So the bonnet's been fitted now, a little bit lighter and more about the trying to get the air flowing through the intercooler a little bit better. And of course we've got the new inlet manifold. So let's head to the pits. Well, firstly I'd like to thank Lee for squeezing the Mk5 in to do the modification to make sure that the throttle body would talk to the intercooler, but then after that he had time to fit the bonnet. Look at me in the face, it's bug jam. Here we go, we're in the pits. It is a gorgeous day on the Friday. Unfortunately, not fortunately, but I'm going to be working all day in the tower. I will be taking part in the Sportsman versus Pro shootout, and I have got Lily, and hopefully by the time this video goes out I have delivered her first loss in some sort of competition, but we'll see. Yeah. Pits are absolutely packed. Check out White Label as well, they're looking good. Should we go and have a look at the car as well? Ooh. Right, car's all finished and up and running. New inlet manifold on, and of course the bonnet. Taking on Jacob Bailey is my daughter Lily Stevenson, who I'm going to beat patiently today. She's watching Jacob pull out into the distance. Now of course Jacob would love to get back into the 9s at Bug Jam 38. Starts his weekend with a 10.78 and Lily goes 14.60 with a new personal best. Almost arrow straight from there. 139, 179, but like a... Work duty's done, race time duty's now. Sportsman versus Pro shootout. Okay, so first run of the weekend for me. Lily's already done Run What You Run today. She's done a couple of runs, as you can see. 11.76 is the dial in for the Pro versus Sportsman shootout, Lawrence Clark Memorial shootout, sponsored by BJ Bates, and that's it. Lily's dialing 14 something. I'm dialing 11.76. Fingers crossed I'll be able to Tria, catch up with her, and then sandbag, because we've done some modifications to the car. We've done the bonnet, the inlet manifold, the fuel rail. Not that any of them are really going to make any difference, we hope. It would be nice if they did, but I don't expect them to make really any difference. So 11.7 should be, you know, it's a safe number we can run to. So yeah, fingers crossed for us. If not, yeah, see what happens. Right, for those of you who know bracket racing, you know exactly what should happen here. Lily's dialed a 14, I've dialed an 11. I should get a 3-second wait on the tree. Let's see what happens, shall we? Exactly as Colin said, no stagger on the tree. I was waiting for Lily to leave. Unfortunately she didn't, because there was no stagger. I had no time to build boost. Yes, I pulled a red. Yes, she broke out. Never know. But yeah, Lily won. Congratulations to her. Anyway, on to more serious things. Unfortunately, we found out that our head gasket was gone from the previous race So we've now got to do a head gasket. What you say?
You're getting your trophy back.
Is the month.
That way when we finish.
Well, out comes the power probe, as we had a couple of issues with our injectors. We had them through the cleaner, but still they weren't working at full performance. But thankfully Bruce still had my 2150cc injectors in his truck, so we nicked them back.
There's not like an impact damage.
Unless that's previous damage, we didn't know about it.
What are we saying?
You lucky fucker.
What?
Everything's straight.
We like straight. So while the lads talked down a new head gasket from Joe Hall, thank you very much for that, Joe. You saved the weekend for us. I had a wander down the pits to check out the white label area. Their colour coordinated cars, lights and pits was looking amazing this weekend, so top job white label. And then before you knew it, the morning rolled round. Jamie was putting the cam belt back on the car, Mr. Vos was back on breakfast duties, and I was preparing myself to go to work. Oh, and if there was ever a time that you wanted to support the channel and our racing, European front wheel drive t-shirts, hoodies, hats, you name it, it's all on the website. Link is in the description. We need your help. Well, 5 minutes away for being called for qualifying round one. The boys have got the car back together. It's literally just a case of firing it up and changing the fuel table for the new injectors. The 1700cc injectors were damaged. Yours truly. So we put the 2150s in, so we've just got to adjust the fueling table, and then we'll get out. Just like that, she's running. Actually sounds a lot better than it did before. So after Q1, yes, we knew about this drive shaft, but it's now not just bent in one place, it's kind of bent in two places. So this really needs to be changed at some point this weekend. No pink beard today. We're going to run now. Doesn't know. He had to think. 11:58. So Q1, good one. We actually made Q1, and it was a good one. Went 11:60 at 120. Well, Saturday night, 2 qualifiers in. We're number 10, Oscar number 6, Michael's number 7. So we need to improve tomorrow. Obviously the car worked in the end, so that's brilliant. But tonight we're going to change the banana shaft that we need to change. We've got some Dutch shafts to go in. Sorry for the dub music over the dance music, but unfortunately the dance tent is next to our pit, so just to try and prevent getting the copyright, we've got this.
Oh. Fucking hell.
Because I'm filming the legend that is Tom Herbert.
Anyway.
And of course, it wouldn't be Bug Jam without a visit to the silent disco. It has to be done. You can see most of the teams are down here enjoying themselves on a Saturday night before we go into final qualifications and eliminations.
Well done. Okay.
Right now I'm supposed to come up against Ian Dance with the Hoonie Bug, but unfortunately as we go into stage he gets sent back.
Oh.
Well, that's Bug Jam done. Unfortunately, we got knocked out in the second round, the quarterfinals. So that's actually pretty good on comparison to what I thought was going to happen this weekend. I said I wanted a top 10 qualifying, and I ended up 10th. We got 2-round wins. All my competitors who were up in the championship went out in round number 1. So we are gaining more points than the other guys who were in the top 5. So that's pretty good. Did the inlet manifold make a difference? Yeah, I think it did. Obviously, we ran almost a PB. We ran 1160 at 120 miles an hour, where my previous PB with the KO4 was 1158 at 118. So we gained some mile an hour. With my driving this weekend was terrible. Basically, my leg has got worse and worse. Obviously, pushing it to drive that car. I did have a little incident on Saturday night where I aggravated my leg to a point where it's swollen today, and that basically, by the time I come up against Jacob Bailey, I didn't even want to do the race. I contemplated just staging for the points. In the end, I decided I'll send it and flat shift basically, and not take my foot off the accelerator and just clutch it and see what'll happen. But you know, we missed third again. I think it was just because of the way I was sitting in the car, to be honest. Because sitting in the pits and stuff like that is absolutely lovely. I look forward to hopefully getting a little bit better soon, and hopefully we can get this a little bit quicker. So yeah, and here comes the winner of Bug Jam, 4 times champion. Oi, oi. Right, let's give the Don one final look over. What do you think to the bonnet from ABS Motorsport Composites? Lee did a brilliant job fitting that around the new inlet manifold, and of course the new inlet manifold did a very good job. One of the things we've got to do is sort out the airflow going through the grille. This needs to be blocked off to prevent air going through the grille and just not through the intercooler or radiator and being trapped underneath that bonnet. So next race coming up will be the Green Light Nationals, round 6 of 7 in the VWDRC Championship. We are still leading the title chase at the moment. And of course, I want to thank Jamie and Andy and Rob for helping me this weekend, and the companies that support us: RTMG Performance, GP Turbos, Street Racers, which is Gordon Derby, 32 Racing Wheels, and of course, Pro Race Engineering. And anyone else who has helped me over this weekend: Joe Hall, Bruce Harvey, you name it, you've all been legends. Without you guys, we would not have finished this race. And then a quick reminder, hit the link in the description to go to the European front wheel drive shop. We need to sell some merch to pay for our next race entry. It really is getting that bad. But if you don't want to do that, simply drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and obviously leave us a comment. Tell us what you think we're doing right or wrong, or whatever you like. Thanks.